You are listening and watching to a very special podcast. It seems Benjamin has now joined the dark side. But has he really gone off the deep end? Or will he regain himself to his full position? Let's find out. Benjamin had a bit of skepticism when it comes to these villains, but he didn't mind because of the work he has progressed. However, all of a sudden, he gets a phone call, a frantic one, and it's a voice that said, "Help, please, Tilda's in trouble." Benjamin knew about this, so he and Taylor hurried over. Beauty had to stay behind because she knew something was not right. However, when Ben and Taylor managed to find out where Tilda was, they rushed inside, only to hear someone say, "No!" All at once her team was around, and they were seemingly mourning for their leader. Benjamin managed to push out of the way and maybe carry the body out, but Taylor soon noticed something was not right about this situation. The two of them noticed that the body was fake. Suddenly, they felt something covering both of their mouths, trying to suffocate them, and a voice shrieking, "Surprise, mother flippers!" You fell for the old trick in the book now, didn't you? Tilda said. The gang started to drop their act and attack Ben and Taylor. Ben tried to fight back, but he was hopeless as he and Taylor were both knocked out. They blacked out, but not before Tilda said, "You boys are in so much trouble with me." Ben didn't know what the heck just happened. All he remembered was black. But now he was starting to wake up a bit and he realized he's sitting. Then he felt a young lady was peering over. He tried to open his eyes when all of a sudden he heard a loud voice that said, "Sheila, what the heck do you think you're doing?" A loud voice said, "Eep! I'm sorry. Oh, ow." "Try to be a little more careful." Another voice said, "Hey, what the hell are you three doing over there? Get your ass back here pronto," Tilda demanded. Said the loud voice. "Sorry about that." The other voice said. The other one, Sheila, complained, "Oh, but I just wanted to know if he was awake. We have very special plans for them." "Oh, I bet they already know, so why spoil the fun?" Tilda said. Ben managed to regain conscience, and he said, "I knew it. There is something wrong with you people." Tilda then said, "Nice of you to say, but you boys should really know there's always something wrong with the agents of Evermore. We're really messed up in the head now, aren't we?" Then Tilda pulled out something that looked like an IV bag, filled with a purpley tinted black substance. She held it up saying, "Take the mania mercury, for example. I wish you guys would. This stuff is gonna make you go crazy." Ben just looked up, smirking. "Oh, really? Why should I care?" Then Tilda says something that left both of them's blood cold. Because now, there's an... Well, I was going to say there was a teeny little bit in you. Both of you. But I didn't put a teeny weeny inside of you. Ben looked up. He was horrified. No, this can't be. He tried to struggle. However, Tilda said, struggle all you want, Hallows. You see, I had to put that little tube inside of you as long as the IV is in you. Now guess what? Now you are infected with the insanity. The one of the cursed mania Mercury. And yeah, I've done my homework. This stuff can make you really go insane. Maybe this kind of stuff will make you survive if you can. It's a lot less deadly. Now it's more likely to infect every single part of your body, and you have the decision of fight or flight. But you don't have a choice, because I'm already inflicting it on you, and you're going to be feeling my wrath. Tilda said, why are you doing this? I thought maybe we would come to an understanding, Ben said. Oh, really? I've been hearing a lot of stuff. Something happened between you and Sylver Eden. What? Oh, that's just scandalous. I would never do such a thing to her, Ben claimed. Oh, sure, yeah. I thought I heard her scream. Then her screams were muffled, and then I could hear her just somehow kidnapped. Witnesses tell me that you were the one who was with her in the room. Same with Taylor here. Now listen, I did not want to bring this upon Taylor. Don't get me wrong. Taylor is such a, misunderstood, lonely young man. I can really have a lot of sympathy for him. But you two are involved in the whole ocean thing. I have been keeping my eyes on you. And I told you to stay away from her. Did you listen? No, you didn't. You didn't listen to me. You didn't listen to anyone else. And that's what the name Hallows mean. It means, an anagram, shallow. You're very shallow, Benjamin Hallows. Man, my God. I just can't believe you would just do this to yourself. I just can't believe it. So you're going to infect me with this insanity serum. We're both going to be infected by it. It's not really an infection, but this kind of stuff can help you survive. You don't believe me? Why don't you try it for once? And if it gets bad, maybe I can get somebody to remove it from your bloodstream. And perhaps, maybe, you can start off with a clean slate if you like. Or you can learn to control it, because that stuff may be quite a big amount of madness, but if you can learn to control the madness, then everything is going to be just fine. Very much fine. And you're going to be suffering from panic attacks to the extreme. That's how lethal this stuff is if you don't learn to control it. And the reason why it's lethal is because people have been committing suicide. It's not the serum that's causing it. It is the people's choices. That's how I learned from it. Ben scoffed. Preposterous. I learned the facts And imagine your creations, some of them that are still out there, are going through the exact same thing that I had given them. Tilda remarked, and she looked down. The others seemed to be a bit, well, overconfident. Ben was startled. "What have you done to my monsters?" "Oh, you mean you didn't know? I managed to catch a few, and now they're infected each other with the insanity. And now they are pretty much going quite more chaotic, and they have no control, but they're very vulnerable to speed. Now they're just like the regular first type ones. First generation. Second generation is going to be going back into the times of it. And now you, Benjamin Hallows," Tilda said. She had one knee over Ben's crotch, and then she leaned over until their eyes met, and Tilda said, "Now I'm the dominator. How do you like me now, buddy? That's how crazy I am." Then she pulled away. "You use the manium mercury and reverse of my own creation. You little bitch." However, all of a sudden, Levi came around. "Little bitch? I believe that should be your nickname." He grabbed his blade, and all of a sudden, Levi stabbed it right into Ben's leg. Ben cried out in pain. "Ah! Ow." When he looked down at what was his blood, there was a bit of black and purple tint with a hint of blue. "This is the work? What?" She was right. You really shouldn't underestimate her. You really shouldn't underestimate any of us. Of course, this is going to be a memory you'll never forget. I'm impressed. I never realized. Tilda, you're quite much more agile, very talented. Oh, yeah. You better be prepared. Justine, Barrere, the Moon Demon Company, the Japanese Imperial Army. You don't really know the meaning of betrayal. But let me say something. How are you going to deal with the fact that Dirge is still on your tail? And what if his real name isn't Joseph? What if it was somehow by the name of someone? And what about Marcello? How are you going to face with your father again? You gotta have a little more training than that. And this is my life, my world, my rules. These may be your monsters, but I can do whatever the heck I want to your creations, because they're mine now. Under my command, under the command of the agency of Evermore. How are you going to deal with the vampires? How are you going to deal with the bastards? How? I guess you're going to have to find out, Tilda said. I really feel sorry for you, for everyone that's going after you, including me. I tried to make this more simple, but I really hope you survive, and hoping that you won't face disappointment, Tilda said. Then, all of a sudden, she leaned over and whispered in Ben's ear, I bet you and Taylor better hold on tight. What? Wait, what are you? No, Tilda! Too late. Ben and Taylor were being thrown out of the window. However, Tilda called out, "See ya!" That's it for now. Catch you later.